What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916, and you tuned into another edition of our vlog. I want to say thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support. Appreciate all the positive comments. You know I'm always trying to lace you guys up. And I want to talk about parenting, man. And a lot of people out here are having these kids and they're not being good parents. Now, I don't know personally the guy Tyreek Hill, the NFL player who is accused of abusing his 3-year-old child. I don't know him, so I'm just going off of what I heard in the media. But a 3-year-old child, I don't understand what you would be punishing a 3-year-old child for. And to put it in perspective, just because you have money doesn't mean you're a good parent, or because you have access to money. And sometimes people have these children and they're really not mentally prepared to care for somebody outside of themselves. You know, having a child takes a lot of responsibility. I don't have any kids. I have a stepdaughter. You know, she's grown, and you know, just brothers and sisters. But I've never had any kids of my own. I wasn't out there pumping out a bunch of babies. I didn't want to be one of those guys who had 3 or 4 baby mamas and then try to, you know, run around and be a father. You know, a father in all kind of drama. Because I see a lot of guys like that, you know, talking about they're a good dad and they see their kid once a week. You ain't no goddamn good dad. You're a piece of shit. You had the kid. You had no business having the kid. Now you and a baby mama got drama. You only see the kid and act like you love him on the day you see him. You don't really do anything with the kid. You're not teaching them any core values. You're not instilling self-confidence or self-awareness in the child. And half the time when you have the kid, they're in front of the iPad. Goes for the women too. You're so busy making twerk videos, but you had a kid in the background and you're trying to secure the bag, so a lot of times you ain't worried about the condom. You know, it's a horrible mess, man. You know, if you're gonna have a child and actually go through with the childbirth, man, make the commitment. Make the commitment that your life now belongs to the child. Everything you do is so the child has a better life than you. You should never want your child to go through the same damn struggles you went through. You know, you should never want your child to have to deal with the headaches, the hardship, whatever it is you faced while as a child. You want to instill qualities in them, but you want them to have a better life than you. You want them to have a better education than you. You want them to be smarter than you. That's the whole thing about having a child, is perpetuating elevation of consciousness. I don't understand when parents have kids and they're jealous. The child is prettier than the mom and the mom is jealous of the daughter, hating on her. Or the son could play basketball better than the dad and the dad is hating on him. What is that? You're some sorry asses. You're pathetic. You had these kids and you don't want them to succeed. And then you have the ones that, well, I'm not leaving you anything. When I go, everything goes with me. So you want your kid to start from the ground up again. You're not going to lay down a foundation so that they can start off with better tools than you had? Man, you guys are some dumbasses, man. I don't get it, man. It's like if I had a child, boy or girl, they would be my world, man. They would be treated like a goddess or a god. They would have the best education, the best resources. I would try to lace them up as much as possible on suburbia and the hood. And, you know, talk to them and communicate to where, you know, they felt that they could trust me to share certain intimacies. I wouldn't be one of these punk-ass parents trying to push, you know, some old passive-ass religion on my child, hoping that the religion would take care of everything I didn't want to teach them. To hell with that, man. I ain't pushing that bullshit. My kid is going to know the real spirituality. Yeah, they're going to know that a lot of that shit that these other people are following, they made up to make you passive, to make you submissive, and so that they could exploit your ass. I'm going to teach you the game. That's what I'm going to teach my kid. And I'm going to teach you how to protect yourself so you're not no damn weenie. And I'm also going to teach you that just because a boy looks cute don't mean that you need to let him put his thing up in you. You know? Teach your kids to be smart, man, to outwit these dumbasses. Make sure that they're up on game. And always, always, always instill self-confidence. Don't ever tell your kid that they can't do this, they can't do that. They can't accomplish this, they can't accomplish that. You a sorry parent if you say that to your child, man. And you should lead by example. If your child has the opportunity to do things you couldn't do, then you should support them. You should take on 2 jobs if necessary. Quit vaping and smoking the weed pipe all damn day and sitting in front of the iPad and actually read to them. Teach them some things that you didn't learn that you should have learned. See, parenting these days, man, it's a lazy job. You send your kids to school and you think the school is going to take care of your kids for the 8 hours. Then you come home and you don't even sit down with them and have family dinner. You don't ask them how their day went. You don't ask them what they learned. You don't even ask them who their teachers are. You barely go to parent-teacher conference. You never even visited the school. Half of you, the only time you went there when you dropped them off. You parents, man, a lot of you shouldn't even be parents. I'm telling you, man, a child is the most precious thing you could bring into the world. If you're going to bring a child into the world, be a damn parent, man. Teach your kids some values. Lace them up. You know, put them up on game. You don't want your kids getting walked into the slaughter. Caught up in the streets. Caught up on being weak. Caught up on not seeing the game ahead of time. Caught up on all this materialism. All this bull going on out here in social media. You guys are lazy. A lot of y'all. And then when you think the child gets to a certain age, they're just supposed to get out the house. Get out and do what? What'd you teach them? Okay, they're 18. What'd you give them? Oh, you put clothes on their back, a roof over their head, and you put food in their stomach. What else did you do for them? Did you teach them how to be a man, how to be a woman? Did you teach them how to create their own business? Did you teach them how to go out and be an adult? Did you show them what's required in order to make it in society today? Did you help them with their SATs? Did you go to the various colleges to see if they could actually get into those schools, or if they need to go to junior college, or if they need to go take a trade? Do you talk to your child to see what it is they want to do in life? Do you know what their interest is? Do you pay attention to their interests? Do you have any clue what they did in their last sporting event? Do you go to their cheerleading events? Do you drop them off at their friend's house for the sleepover, or do you let them go by themselves? Do you know who their friends are? Can you name 5 of them? Do you know who the boys are your girls hang out with at school? Do you know who the girl is your son hangs out with at school? What are these people's parents like? Have you been to the parents of your kid's best friend's house? These are questions you need to ask yourself. If you're a parent, step your game up, man. Never should you have somebody like Tariq Hill and his fiance going back and forth, TMZ damn audio recordings about, did you punch your kid in the chest at 3 years old? Nigga, you need to be punched in the chest. Punching a 3-year-old. Broken arm. How the hell the kid at 3-year-old get a broken arm? Come on, man. Some sorry asses, man. I can't believe it, man. The parents out here today, you know, their kids is running buck wild, smoking weed all day because it's legal. They think it's cool. Kids is laying around, ain't doing nothing. You ain't teaching them shit. You ain't even, the kid don't even know what the hell he wants to do with himself. So he's depressed, sitting around the house, 20-something years old, and scared to face the world. Bro, this new generation, y'all hit, man. You need to come sit down with Big Herc, man, Uncle Herc, and let him lace you up, because your parents ain't doing a job, and they so busy concerned with what's going on with themselves that they ain't putting the time into you. And a child is an investment. It's a return on an investment. You had that baby, you carried him for eight months and some change. Take care of that kid, man. Give him the best that you can give him. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming the streets. Stop blaming the music. Stop blaming all this other stuff, and step up your game. Quit letting society babysit your child. 18 years old, don't know what's going on. When I was 18, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I wish I would have had me a mentor like Big Herc. I wish I would have had me a male figure lacing me up, helping me decide what it is I should be doing in college, or what I should be doing in my life, or maybe I should have took a trade. But at least exposing me to something. Kids nowadays, they can see the whole world on the phone. All I saw was a damn hood, a bunch of bum asses, and no ambition. Nobody was going anywhere. Nobody was talking about doing anything major. So what I did a bunch of dumb shit. An 18-year-old lost, going to college, broke, didn't have a clue, and really was just a lost soul, man. I'm trying to save y'all so you don't do the same shit I did. I was confused as shit, and I really didn't want to be where I was at, but where else could I go? Who wants to work a damn 40-hour work week and try to go to school and be a full-time student? Be realistic, man. You want your kid to be successful, but you got him out there slaving. Come on, man. So when somebody says something to you, entertain anything, because anything sounds better than slavery or being broke or being lost or being confused because you don't have a parent in your ear. 18, man, is not the number to necessarily mean you're ready to take on the world. It just means you're 18 and 19 is after that, 17 was before that. Talk to your child, man. Talk to him. Don't just talk at him. Talk to him. Share. Open up your heart, man. Quit being so damn stern and direct, man. And actually, you can be that, but be also compassionate. That's what it's about, being a parent, man. I know if I was a parent, my kid would be an animal. He'd be out there, man, putting in work. At the top of the food chain. I made sure my kid, man, would never be running around looking like a damn hooligan. Nah, man, my kid would be an animal. Boy or girl, they be getting it. And I'd make sure they be laced up, watching all my videos, staying laced up, asking me what's going on. I give them the real. Ain't gonna be no pacifier in the mouth like a lot of you chumps out there. No. Big Herc 916, man. I'm gonna keep it real, keep it 100. I made a lot of mistakes, and I reflect and I share those mistakes with you so that you can be better, a parent, better brother, better sister, better father, whatever the case may be, and hopefully take your next generation to the next level. That's what it's about, man. Big Herc 916.